Hey, welcome in. FG here. So, um, I know that I was originally thinking I was going to do a coin for the silver book today, but my post office has apparently been hoarding mail. So, I got a ton of mail in today. So, we're going to actually do some unboxing and opening community mail, and we'll go through each one. The first one here, so recently on Monday Night Metals, I think maybe it was Silver State Stacker. Somebody was talking about buying precious metals off the Reddit site, pmsforsale, and Vegas gave it a try, so I figured I'd give it a try also. So I was needing some more silver for melting, so I was just watching on there for a deal. I didn't care what it was, basically, as long as it was near melt. So that's what I got, was a deal from on there that was for slightly under melt for a tube of 20. So that's going to be our first package here. I'm just going to open it and verify. They got it taped up good. Alrighty. Looks like it's still sealed. Well, it can't be still sealed because that's gone. All right, well, there we go. There's our tube of buffaloes. I would assume they're all the same. They aren't, so they're just random buffaloes. There looks like there's some older ones in here, some milk spotted ones. I have to give it a closer look through here, but yeah. So there we go. That's our upcoming silver melts there. All right. So the next thing I got in, I don't have any idea what it is. Now, I think I only know of one person in Singapore, and that's Senta Georgie. But I don't think that that's Senta Georgie, his signature. I could be wrong. But that's the only clue other than the Singapore on it. So let's get this open and we'll take a look at what it is. I don't recall having anything coming from eBay. This definitely looks like a Senta Georgie style packet. Of course, I'm going to be abashed if it's not Senta Georgie and it's somebody else that I completely forgot. I know it's the community, somebody in the community. Yeah, this has to be sent to Georgie. Caution, glitter bomb. Uh-oh. Well, we'll deal with it. Let's get the long blade out. I'll try to contain the glitter bomb. So it says, "May your days be filled with happiness." It's a thank you card. This has got to be sent to Georgie. I can tell by the handwriting. Thank you for your recent letter, and channel round you poured is awesome. I don't have a channel round to return to you, but I think you will like the coin I sent. Great job with your World Coin Challenge. Sorry I made you shift the coins over. P.S. I was kidding about being sorry. Oh, yes. Now, the channel round I poured and sent to Georgie was a copper channel round, and I really sent it as a thank you for the coins that he sent. I really didn't expect him to send anything back again. So let's take a look at what it is. I want to be careful I don't cut anything. I don't think I'll cut anything if I go through right here. Nope, that's okay. All right, let's see what he sent over. Oh, he sent another Straight Settlements coin. Oh, now this makes sense about being sorry he had to make me shift my coins over again. So Straight Settlements 1926. IFG, I forgot to send you this 5 cent to complete your typeset. 5 cent Straight Settlements 1926. Vintage 1 million, so it's 60% silver. That is really cool. I will definitely shift my coins over another coin for that. Oh, wow. And here, he actually sent me a copy of the coin that his channel logo and the copper I poured was based on. I'd actually looked at maybe buying one of these when I was looking for my Singapore coin. But I ended up with the coin that has the ship on it instead. So 1977, 10th anniversary. So the ASEAN, Association of Southeast Asian Nations, vintage only 200,000. It's a 50% silver coin. Has the Singapore coat of arms there. And again, this is the image that his channel logo is made up of, with a piece of his daughter's art in the center. So I had thought that was really a cool logo, so I tried to pour it for him in copper and capture some of the colors that were in his daughter's art into the channel round I poured. That is really cool. Thank you so much, Cinder Georgie. I really appreciate that. I'll have to, well, it's in a capsule. I probably won't put it into the book. I will shift stuff over and get this into basically the typeset for the book. And this one I'll put in my world coins box. All right. The next thing I have, I think he's okay showing this since it's a P.O. box, but I sent off a couple things in exchange to Keith Stacker up in Canada in exchange for his channel rounds, and it finally arrived here, and he is a man after my own heart in terms of entombing it in tape. I use a lot of tape too. Tape is cheap. So let's see, I'll hold it up to light here. I don't see anything down at this end, so let's just kind of cut across this end. That'll work. All right. Assuming he hasn't taped it inside. I actually do that quite often. Oh, and one escaped its plastic prison there. Okay, let's see. Hi AFG, I hope this finds you well. I love the Liberty Eagle round. I didn't have one, so it is a welcome addition to my stack. Thank you very much for the trade. Happy stacking, eh? All right, so we got his channel rounds here. I had sent him a couple rounds out of my fractional chest here that were replicas of US coins in 1/10. We got Happy Stacking. And the Silver Seeker. And then we have the other one here. I don't know how did that one get out of the bag? Oh, the bag split on the bottom. That's interesting. It must have split going through machinery, and it must have squeezed it just hard enough to force it out of the bag, would be my guess. So they each have the same obverse, but a different reverse. And we got a maple mark privy. Very cool. I'm really happy to get those in trade. And he actually sent along a 1968 silver dollar from Canada. I believe these are 80%, or are these, oh, that's going to try and pull that apart. Okay, I'm just going to I'm going to leave the tape on the front and just cut it off here. Okay, and here is the Canadian dollar, and So the Canadian dollars aren't clad like US dollars, but actually, let me take a look here real quick. I have a handy dandy reference page for Canadian. Okay, so the 1968 is actually the first year where it's, and I was thinking in the light once I was looking at it that it looked like it was the copper nickel. So 68 is the first year of this one, but it is the first year of the copper, or not copper nickel, just nickel, I guess. But I've always really liked this design with the canoe. I think it's known as the Voyager. But that is pretty cool. Thank you a lot, Canadian Silver Seeker, and that is it for that one. And then the last one I have here was a win that came in from Silver and Gold Stack Attack for some trivia on Stacker's Corner. Let's get that open. At least, if I'm remembering correctly, I think this is one of the trivia wins. Actually, I'll just cut it across the top. Make sure I didn't leave anything in the envelope. All right. AFG, I wrote a note this time because last time he sent something to me, it was just the card. Congrats on another Stacker Corners trivia win, and thanks for the continued support. So I still haven't ever come in first. I can continue to do good and come in like second or third, but I maybe this time I did come in first. It was long enough ago I forgot. But we get another of his poop emojis. I had one over here in my community chest where I keep all of my flip stuff. So actually I did come in first before. So this is community chest where I keep all of my gifts that have come in from various people. These were from Bean Becky. The blueberry here was from Bottom Gun Bob. We got something from SGT. Silver Sleuth. There's from Jumping Into Silver. Giveaway from MSJ a long time ago. And this was from Phoenix Coins. So I keep those all over here. So we'll be putting this edition in there again. Let's see what else he sent here. Well, that looks like a flowing hair. 1 gram. That is actually a really cool little 1 gram. I like that one. And looks like a similar 1 gram buffalo. Well, that is very cool. Thank you a lot, Silver and Gold Stack Attack. I'll definitely tag you in my silver journey in here for the trivia win. And this was quite a day of opening, man. Thank you, everybody. Talking about the little 1 grams, I got something in the other day that I thought was really kind of cool. And I'll show it off here right at the very end. This is tiny. So just for comparison, here's the poop emoji, and this is how tiny it is. So it is kind of thick, and it is kind of like a coin, but it is sterling silver, and there's a set of these for the states. You can see it has the state, it has the state flower, has the state capital there, the state motto, the Heart of Dixie, and then if we look on the back side, this is where the state flower is, camellia. I just thought this was really kind of a really cool little piece. Went out on eBay to look and see if I could find it, and I found somebody who was selling a good portion of a set of these from different states. I thought that was really a cool little piece. It is tiny. Anyways, okay, that's it.